So after cleaning out all the old foam, tearing off the old floor, we started to put in some new stringers. Now every one of these I had to individually cut and shape every 16 inches just to fit the bottom of the boat. Looks like something like this. And then you just kind of, where I left a lip along the edge of the old floor and the plywood, I just tucked everything in underneath of it. So it gives a nice snug fit, and then I might actually even screw them where I've got it over here. You can see, just drive a screw down through the top of it there. Just enough to hold it into place so you can get the fiberglass resin and everything set in. I started to do the first 3 here. I've got to put another coat over top. I'm going to put one on either side, and then I'm going to do a full one right up over top of the whole thing and mat the whole thing down. So it's kind of tricky working in here because it's just the skin of the boat right now, so it moves around. So I had to do some shimming, shim the bottom of the boat up so that you don't get any upper sag on it, which seems to be working quite fine. So until I get everything stuck in here and situated, it's going to be a little awkward to work. But you just have to make sure that all the everything's sanded and cleaned and good before you start putting your fiberglass resin on, or it won't bond properly. And then of course you want to make sure all your air is out. So once that's all completed, then I'm going to put I got a 1/2 inch sheet of plywood, and I'm going to stick that on there, screw it down, and then seal the whole thing up. So this is the material that we're using here. This is the 1708 I'm using for the stringers. It's usually good and durable. It's got a cross strand in it, so it gives it extra strength. And that should do it for about now. Until we get the rest of these in here, we'll have another look. So here we have the floor pretty well done. All the stringers have been put in, epoxy down, and I put some cross ones in as well. Just ones that'll go just to take up any play if there's any in the floor. It's 1/2 inch. The original was 3/8, so a little heavier. And got pretty well the roughed in sanding done. I used a big belt sander, makes quick work, and you want to get everything down to the original fiberglass in order for your resin and stuff to stick. If you have any paint or anything like that in there, it's just have to peel off down the road with movement. So that's very critical. I've got the area for the bilge pump put in. It's kind of roughed in. I'm going to putty that all in and shape it and make a nice radius, and then lay the fiber cloth in there and resin it over. So that's pretty well what I got to do next. I got to putty all the joints, all the holes, and then give it a good sand and get most of the paint that I couldn't get with the belt sander. Also, going to take my orbital over it and clean it up real good. All in all, made a pretty good floor. It's nice and solid, and it's a heck of a lot lighter. Before I started this project, I couldn't even put the back end of the boat up. Now I can actually make movement with it when I lift it, so that's good. It means I'll get more speed on the water. And other than that, we'll wait, take another video there once we get the fiber cloth, get that cut out and laid in, and we'll get ready to resin it. I'm just going to take a break for today because I've had enough fiberglass in for 1 week, so it's a little bit of a tedious project, but all in all, I think it's going to turn out quite well. Stay tuned.